Hi, my name is my name is not Willie. I just like the name William. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go by here. William or Willie or whatever. Doesn't super matter to me. I think I think the footage I think the footage for this video is going to be me doing a whip run in Elden Ring. Sometimes I'll use the Misericord for crits, but mainly using mainly using Oslo's pedal whip. Um, just for shits and giggles, cause I heard whips were really bad, so I wanted to figure that out. And yeah, they're pretty dog shit. Um, so yeah, my name is William. I have work. I should definitely be asleep right now, but I can't sleep. So, I'm just starting this maybe project that I was thinking about starting about an hour ago. An hour ago is where I conceived this, and I'm just gonna be talking about whatever I want, and um, I don't really care about it getting seen. I think this is more of a personal thing. Uh, but yeah, I mean, what's up? I'm a white 5'8", 5'9", U.S. resident. I'm 20 years old, and that's a huge problem for me right now. Uh, but we'll get to that later. I like video games a lot. I've been playing them ever since I was like 3. Um, I used to draw a lot in school. I still do like drawing. I'm trying to get back into it. I like writing, even though I was never much of a reader, and I still am not much of a reader at all, actually. And that might be a symptom of my absolute disastrous ADHD, which will probably become apparent in these sorts of entries or journals or whatever I'm gonna call this. Um, because I will probably be swapping from topic to topic pretty frequently. Um, but yeah, uh, this is I like drawing. I like writing. What else do I like? I like arbitrarily organizing and categorizing my thoughts. An example of this is I like doing tier lists a lot. I like imagining what Pokemon type I'd be if I was a Pokemon. Stuff like that. Um, I I like talking. I like talking to people, even though sometimes I'm not too good at it. I like what else do I like? I like a lot of things. I like walking. I like the sky a lot. Specifically like the sun. I like very specific anime. I don't really watch anime all too much though. I've only watched like probably 5 animes. And not really a big not really a super big anime guy. Uh Not really a super big show or even cinema guy really. But there are a couple shows I've watched that are just like peak fiction. It's not that I don't like shows, it's just that I don't fucking watch them because I'm too busy playing video games instead. Or like doing some other shit. But Shows are awesome. Movies are cool. I don't know why. Uh, movies. I don't really like movies that much, which is weird. That's a weird thing to say and a weird thing to think. But I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. There are like a lot of movies that are just like peak though. It's always, I guess it's more so like every time I know I'm going to watch a movie, it's like, ugh, I have to sit down for 2 hours and watch a movie. It's like committing 2 hours of your time. I think that's the hurdle I always have to get over. But hi, future Willie. Oh shit. Hold on, let me mute this track. Um, hi, future Willie here. So just to give some clarification, I do like movies. I just think, in terms of like compared to other medias, it's just not my favorite. Because I think it's probably an attention span problem because I'm talking about like, oh, I have to sit down for 2 hours to watch a movie, right? And 2 hours is a lot of time, but I'll do that with a show, no problem. It's just like, oh, I'll look at it and I see, oh, it's 30 minutes. And then I watch 30 minutes and I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. It's just like, I don't know. It's less of a barrier of entry, I guess. That's literally my only reason, I think. Whenever I watch a movie, like whenever I watch a good movie, I always leave like satisfied and like, yo, that was a sick movie. Let's go. But I don't know why. It's always a pain to get myself to watch a movie. Maybe it's the time spent. I have no real clue. But anyway, I like video games a lot. I like writing. I like drawing. I've already said this. I like organizing thoughts arbitrarily. I like playing the piano, kind of. Uh, I like I like listening to music. Making music is kind of out of my wheelhouse. I'm learning that more so now. Um, I like art. I like philosophy. I like psychology, even though I don't really apply myself in those areas very often. Like I don't apply myself in researching those sorts of topics, even though I find them extremely interesting. Um, I like people. I like life a lot, even though day to day I'm not feeling so good these days. Um, I like what else do I like? I like character design a lot. I'm infatuated with um characters, like fictional characters, creating fictional characters. Uh, what like the philosophy of creating a fictional character, how fictional characters connect with people, how fictional characters drive stories. I like stories a lot. That's something I like, even though I'm not a big reader. Um, I like a lot of things. Something that interests me a lot is aviation, which I'm committing myself to getting into. However, I am extremely confident that it won't work out, but I'm going to try for it anyway. Again, probably because I don't think it's going to work out because of the abundance of ADHD in my brain. Um, but who knows? I'm waiting 2 years, and then I just have to wait 2 more years, and then I'll apply for the ADHD fast track for my FAA medical. And if I get accepted, then fuck it, we ball. Um, just gonna keep going forward from there. And if I get denied, then we'll just have to figure it out. uh, kind of fuck it, we ball sort of business. Oh yeah, I'm infatuated with luck and chance. Um, I wouldn't say I like gambling though. Uh, I do like gambling in like I don't like gambling in I don't like gambling when like the risk is like very real or like monetary. I don't like losing money. It always feels kind of unwise. But you could probably goad me into making a stupid gamble extremely easily. Like I think I'm extremely susceptible to falling into gambling addiction. I feel like I'm a, like a stone's throw away pretty much. Um which is why I probably won't I probably purposefully won't frequent casinos too much because I feel like I'd 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 fucking develop a problem. um I don't but usually if there's a decision to be made, I'll flip a coin and that'll either tell me if I don't like the choice or if I do like the choice. Like if I flip a coin, this is completely not really related to the gambling thing I was just talking about. This is just how I make decisions. So usually if there's a decision to be made, I'll flip a coin and I'll say this is heads, this is tails. And if it rolls up heads and I'm like, okay, I'm committing to this decision, and then I'll think about it for like 10 seconds because I'm in the mindset of I am committing to this decision because of the coin, right? The coin has decided, God has willed it so. And usually I'll at this the decision being made, since the decision is being made, I'll like actually be able to in my head decide if I like this decision or not. And if I don't, I'll just do what the coin said not to because that's the correct decision I've now figured out. And if I like it, then or if I like it, or if I like it enough, I'll just go with it. It's also pretty useful for getting me to do shit I don't want to do. Like if I'm afraid to text a girl back or something, I'll just like if it's tails, if it's heads, I have to text her right now. And usually it'll flip heads because I don't know, it just works out like that. Um and then I text her. That's just like an example. Uh I yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty weird. I think I'm pretty weird for being a normal guy. Uh I don't know if that sentence made sense, but that's how I feel. And that's basically all I'm going to be talking about is how I feel because I feel a lot of things, as does literally everyone. And I don't feel like I can bring myself to tell someone. So I feel like a more digestible, or I feel like an easier way to sort of air out my feelings is just on here talking to what is basically a brick wall. And maybe instead of telling people how I feel, I could just send them this video or like these videos. So yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning. I go to work at 4 p.m. and I work till midnight, and I'll often stay up to like 6 a.m., maybe 7 a.m. sometimes. If I really can't sleep, I'll stay up till 8. Or sometimes I'll like sleep at fucking 2 a.m., wake up at like 6, and then stay up till 9, and then sleep till 4. I don't know. I'm not really keen on like scheduling myself, even though I definitely should. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I want to improve on, and I just don't do it. Um, I just don't do it. Perhaps it's a lack of discipline. It's probably a lot of things, but I don't feel like I have any real discipline. or any true willpower. I think I do if I'm pushed. I think I do have willpower and do have a desire to get things done if I'm pushed to do so. But I don't think I can muster that sort of energy myself. I think often what happens is I say, you know what, I need to do this, and then I play Elden Ring for 8 hours instead, or like I'll play Marvel Rivals for 8 hours instead, or I will see like, oh hey, one of my friends is on, I'll just play with them because that feels like that it still feels like a valuable use of my time because I'm socializing with someone else. Speaking of, I have just about like zero friends, which is my own fault because there was very a lot of mistakes were made in high school, um that led to me, not having any friends anymore, and that's probably something I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, so I don't really have a lot of friends, which I mean is fair. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty apt. I think that makes sense. The friends I do have are in Canada, an entire like country away. I am starting to make some work friends. Maybe I might be making work friends. I don't really know. I mean, we were going to this like crew training class or whatever for my work, and or like some sort of like I can't even. I work at I work at a McDonald's, so we're taking a class to get paid more, and I guess have like uh more responsibility or whatever. But I don't I don't feel like we actually have any more responsibility than we did before. We just took a class and now I get paid more, so that's cool. Um but after class one of the days, I was like, you know what? Let's go back to work and let's ask our manager if we can just if you guys can just go home early because I didn't have a shift. I just had class. And they were like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." And we speech checked we speech checked our manager, I guess collectively. Um to get my boys off work early, and I took them out to a steakhouse, which was sick. That was awesome, and we actually talked about some very serious, very very emotional, very vulnerable stuff, which is always which I always love. Uh, I mean, you know what? Let's get through what I did today. I woke up at about 3:30, laid down, laid back down till about 3:40. Got up, brushed my hair, brushed my teeth. Uh, fucking went to work. Um, worked for 8 hours. Uh, kind of felt like shit today. I didn't feel too bad. Work wasn't super stressful. It was kind of just constantly busy, but not too busy. Which, I mean, it's pretty apt. It's pretty regular. Um, what else? What else happened? I mean, at midnight, I got off of work. I came home and I played Elden Ring for like 4 hours, 4.5 hours. I'm not quite sure. I played Elden Ring for a good bit. Watched some Joe Bartolozzi on the side. Actually, The footage you're watching is actually the Elden Ring in question that I was playing. I was recording with Metal, like the application Metal, the clipping software. Um, and I was just playing some Elden Ring, and now I'm at about I stopped playing at like what like almost 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then I started watching the an episode of the Yard D&D that I missed. Funny stuff. I wrote a little bit, not a lot. Wish I wrote more. Um I checked my packages and I figured out that my stylus for my iPad, so I can draw digitally, my stylus from my iPad apparently delivered, but I don't know. I checked my mailbox and it's just not there, so I don't know. I got it from Sheen, so it probably has something to do with that. I got it for like $10 on Sheen, so I don't know. Something bad probably happened with my package. I don't know. Maybe it is here. Maybe my mother forgot to tell me that it came in and she put it somewhere that I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Um, but yeah. Uh, yeah. Life's been. Oh, you know what? This is actually probably important to bring up. I've been struggling with a couple things. I've been struggling with this for like my entire life. Literally ever since I was like a kid, like 10, maybe younger. Um, I fear death. I fear death a lot. I fear death and time a lot. It's sometimes, well, I wouldn't say it's crippling, but it can get me, real bad sometimes. Um, just kind of I'm not. I mean, I do know like what about it scares me. It's just like the fact that like nothing can be done about it, and it's guaranteed to come in like fucking 40 or so years, 40 to 60 years, and there's nothing I can really do to stop it. And actually scarier than dying, there's nothing that I can do to stop from getting older. Um that's actually way scarier, is getting older. Every birthday is kind of hard. Every birthday is kind of hard. uh I'm deeply afraid of getting old for a number of reasons. One, I'm afraid of dying pretty badly. I'm afraid of what happens after I die. Uh, I'm afraid of I'm afraid of leaving this earth because I love life. I love life a lot. What I really just wish for, and it's definitely a monkey's paw wish. I definitely understand that this wish, um, I would deeply regret this wish, but I think 10 times out of 10 I would make it every time. I wish to live for like 1,000 years. I wish to be immortal, effectively. I wish to not age. From like, I'm not really picky. I like as long as I'm conscious, like as long as I'm not a toddler. Um, I would love to just live. Uh, I guess not forever, right? But I would love to stop aging So maybe I guess when I'm done with life, I can just, kill myself. Um, but yeah, I think if a genie came to me, that would be the number one wish I would want to make is I would just not age, you know. Um, and we're talking like this is the Will Smith genie, or not not Will Smith genie, just the genie from Aladdin, right? And he's like good natured and isn't trying to fucking con me. Like he understands what I'm saying. Um, I think that's the wish I'd make. That's like, I mean, I guess one of the three. I can you know what? I can give the genie the third wish. I could I'd hit him with the I'd hit him with the encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using the faster encoding preset. I'm literally not capturing any video right now. What the fuck is OBS talking about? Um fuck. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. I'm deeply afraid of death. When I was in school, I would constantly look at the clock, just stare at the clock, just moving, just inducing pure anxiety straight into my brain. Same with when I was sleeping. I would always look at the clock whenever I was trying to sleep, and it would just speaking of sleeping, something I'm not doing right now that I should be doing is sleeping. It's 7:48 a.m. I have historically always had an awful time sleeping. It used to be way worse when I was a kid, and this for a number of reasons. One, I was extremely anxious about time. The fact that I'm just unconscious and not doing anything for 8 hours always rubs me the wrong way. It always, I like using a large vocabulary sometimes, or at least I like trying to. I like trying to use a large vocabulary because I don't really care about sounding smarter. I mean, in a I'm sure that's like subconsciously a reason. I like sounding smarter. I like sounding like I know what I'm talking about. But at least the reason I realize, and the reason, like, I guess the more surface level reason is I used to have a really hard time communicating uh or explaining myself and the thoughts that go through my mind. I often historically have had an awful time uh, relaying ideas or explaining the full depth of my thoughts. Uh, so I, as a kid, I mean, this is actually really smart of me. This is actually kind of cool that I did this. I would constantly try to initiate conversations with people when I was younger because I would um, I liked hearing myself talk for one, and I felt like it was good practice. I like talking to people, and I feel like it plays a big part in I I obviously don't know this about myself because there's no way I could really know this. This is kind of something that other people would have to figure out about me, not really something that I can decide for myself. But I believe that I'm good uh, at having conversations with people. I believe that I am at least somewhat charismatic in the way of like, just being able to have a good conversation or being able to make friends quickly. Uh, just in that sort of manner of charisma. Uh, I don't think I'm the fucking Riz master. Definitely. Um, definitely not. I'm definitely not the fucking Rizzler. I'll tell you that. But I think I can make friends easily. I think I can make friends pretty easy. Um, The matter, I mean, I guess the only barrier of whether or not I'm able to make a friend is whether or not I'm able to bypass the nervousness or anxiety that I have when it comes to, meeting new people, which I mean, that's pretty widespread across all of humanity, is anxiety of meeting new people. And I feel like I bypass a lot of anxiety and nervousness pretty well because that's kind of a common theme throughout my life. So you get better if you practice at things. And that's, I think, something I practice on, as well as talking. When I was little, I used to it's very embarrassing, but I used to like go through dictionaries because I think I liked learning about words that I didn't know, or words that allowed me to express myself more with more clarity. And I would practice using them in sentences in conversations. And that probably makes me sound like a fucking dweeb, which I mean, it does. It makes me a dweeb, but that's okay. I don't really mind that. It definitely makes me sound pretentious, which is also fine. I don't really mind that either. Um, because I don't think I'm pretentious, but I probably am a little bit. Maybe. I mean, that's entirely up to the person. That's entirely up to you, basically, whether or not I'm pretentious. Whoever is listening. Um, but yeah. So back to video games. I like video games a lot. Uh, I like very specific video games a exorbitant amount. Let's just open the top. Let's just open the list of favorite games because I have a list for everything. Like I told you, I have a weird fascination with compiling like or listing thoughts and ideas and never actually acting upon them. But anyway, here's a list of my favorite games. Number one is Undertale and Deltarune. Kind of bunch them up into a package deal here because it's they're not the same game. They're not even close, but they're like brothers, right? I don't know. I can't explain why I lump them into a package deal. It's just kind of they're just kind of like extensions of one another, I feel like. Not narratively, but thematically. We have number two is Pokemon, also like as a collective game series because every Pokemon game is the same fucking game. Let's be real. Um, Pokemon's huge. Pokemon is huge. Oh, well, I guess we should talk about. Actually, we can cover this in a different video. Why I like the games and why I like them so much. But it's one is Undertale Deltarune, two is Pokemon, three is Persona 5, four is Elden Ring, five is Skyrim, six is Overwatch, seven is Little Big Planet 2 for all the OGs. Number 8 is Sonic X Shadow Generations. Number 9 is Sonic CD. Number 10 is Sonic Adventure 1. That's my top 10. Top 10 games ever made. Pretty solid list, I feel like. We got a couple bangers in there. A couple weird ones too. Sonic CDs, kind of a wild card there. So, same with Little Big Planet 2. But I mean, Elden Ring, that's pretty apt. Overwatch is kind of degenerate, but what are you gonna do? Pokemon's pretty normal. Undertale Deltarune's pretty normal. Persona 5 is also like one of those games where it's like you don't like it's kind of interesting to see that up there, but like it's a story game. So I mean, like it's pretty normal, I feel like. Skyrim is nostalgia. Nostalgia game. Makes sense. And then just a couple Sonic games. Just a couple fucking baller ass Sonic games. Sonic Adventure 1, big nostalgia. Sonic X Shadow Generations, just a goated game. Also nostalgia though. Yeah. My favorite show ever is Gurren Lagann. Insane show. W show. Yeah. I think that's good for now. I feel like I think I'm starting to get tired. I hope I am because although it is an easy shift today because it's Thursday, I definitely still need sleep. So hopefully I'm able to conjure that soon. Because if I'm not, then we're I mean it's hitting 8 o'clock now. So if I don't get sleep soon, it's probably not gonna be great. For me today. So yeah. This was the first introduction. Hado, hado, hado. So yeah, I guess see you in the next one. If I make another one. If I don't forget about this um within the next like week. Bye.
Where have you been searching all along, confessing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping at the real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at this masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter